Hello everyone. At first I intended to make this only about my Bangles singles, but since there aren't that many, I decided to include everything else because there's not that much anyway. So let's start with the albums, and the first one was self-titled EP from 1982. And here is also one thing that I am missing from my collection, but I seriously doubt that I will ever come to see that one. I think it was The Real World was issued as a promotional 12-inch single. That one I am missing. Yeah, this is excellent stuff. This has got strong 60s girl group garage vibe. They never would capture that kind of a feel anymore. On the first album, full-length album, All Over the Place, was also their only lineup change, as Michael Steele came to replace the original bassist Annette Silinskas. This one, excellent songs, excellent performances, but this doesn't really capture that garage vibe anymore. But everything by Bangles is recommended. Album that made them superstar, Different Light from '85. Yeah, practically every song here is brilliant. So yeah, no wonder they became superstars. After that, it took surprisingly long, 3 years before they released their follow-up album, Everything, 1988. And this one is more of a psychedelic affair, but still songwriting, brilliant, absolutely brilliant stuff here. But after that they broke up, so the next album was a compilation, Greatest Hits, which includes several single mixes. So if you are after single mixes, this one is the easy way to go. But this also includes a couple of tracks not available on the albums, like the single Hazy Shade of Winter, and a new song here, Everything I Wanted, and an old B-side, Where Were You When I Needed You. After that, it was a long break before their reunion started in 1999 when they recorded one song for the movie soundtrack. Was it Austin Powers movie soundtrack? So that's one thing that I would definitely want in my collection. But yeah, it took until 2003 when they released their next album, Doll Revolution, and this one is a very different feeling to the previous stuff. So yeah, very different, but still recommended. To me, the disappointment with this one is that I usually loved everything that Michael Steele wrote, but in this one, her songs are the weakest ones. This is a Japanese pressing, and so this one includes their debut self-produced single also. Again, it took a long time before they released their next album, and by this time Michael Steele had left the band. So this is Sweetheart of the Sun. Yeah, excellent album. Again, this is much closer to their earliest albums, so feel is much more closer to the All Over the Place, Different Light albums. So yeah, very good album. But that is the at least at the moment, the final album, but there's been countless of compilations, but I can only recommend one of those, and this is Ladies and Gentlemen, the Bangles. This one was first issued on CD, and then a short time later it was also released as on vinyl. So yeah, this is compilation of their early stuff, includes their debut single, their debut EP, a couple of demo versions, a couple of live recordings, a couple of radio jingles. So yeah, a bit of a mixed bag, but excellent way of finding their early material. Also comes with the insert and printed inner sleeve. So yeah, again, very much recommended. And then let's take a live DVD, Return to Pangleonia. This one was filmed while Michael Steele was still in a band, but if you listen to the comment track here, it was recorded later, so Michael Steele wasn't anymore in a band, so they talk about Michael as a past member. But yeah, filming isn't the best possible. There's not that many cameras used to film this, so it's got a sort of a limited view to it. But other than that, really good stuff. And my most recent Bangles purchase is a radio live broadcast, the Ridge New York 84. Highly recommended. Excellent stuff. The live energy here is much different to, for example, what is here. Just yeah, different animal. My most common complaint about live albums is the sound. So you would think that this being radio broadcast, the sound isn't good, but it is. It's a good sound quality, not as great as some of the official or what is usually official live release. It's not as good as that, but it's a good sound quality, so very highly recommended if you can find this. Okay, let's move on to the singles, and I will try and show these singles in a chronological order, but again, I'm not sure about this. First single was the self-produced Getting Out of Hand, Call on Me, and this one is a second pressing. As you can see, it's Bangles, original, as it says here, formerly the Bangs. So yeah, this is the second pressing. Okay, the debut single on a big label was Going Down to Liverpool, back with Dover Beach. And this next single, I have two different versions. This is Hero Takes a Fall, back with Tell Me. And then with the picture sleeve, Hero Takes a Fall, back with Where Were You When I Needed You. And then onto the second album. First single was Manic Monday, back with In a Different Light. And this one is a poster sleeve, so let's take a look at the poster. So yeah, still a lot of glare, of course there is. Okay, yeah, love the way Michael still holds her hands there, just wonderful. Okay, then Walk Like an Egyptian, back with Angels Don't Fall in Love. Then Walking Down Your Street, back with Return Post. Then next one is a double 7-inch single, If She Knew What She Wants. On the first single there is If She Knew What She Wants, Angels Don't Fall in Love. And on the second single is Hero Takes a Fall remix and James. And this is a gatefold. And at this point I think there was a reissue of Going Down to Liverpool. This is my only 12-inch, includes Let It Go and live versions of Walking Down Your Street and James. When I saw this and noticed that it said live versions, I thought that yeah, that's not going to be the case, but yeah, they are live versions. Only official live recordings that I know they have released on record. Okay, next single, Following, back with Dover Beach. Then Hazy Shade of Winter, back with Joan Jett and a Blackheart song, She's Lost You. And then first single from the Everything album, this is In Your Room, back with Bell Jar. Then Eternal Flame, back with What I Meant to Say, a non-album track. And I've always wondered about this picture, like look at the smiles on Susanna, Michael and Vicky. Those clearly are fake smiles, only Debbie has a natural smile. So I've always wondered why they decide to use that photo. Okay, next one is one of my all-time favorite songs by Bangles, Be With You, back with Let It Go. And then I'll Set You Free remix, back with Watching the Sky. And then onto the greatest hits album, Everything I Wanted, back with In Your Room. And then there are, I don't actually know how many, but there are at least 2 CD singles from the Doll Revolution album. But I don't collect CD singles, so I don't have any of those. So the next one was Anna Lee, Sweetheart Over the Sun, back with acoustic versions of Hazy Shade of Winter and Let It Go. And finally, one that is in a part of the official catalog, but when I saw this, obviously I had to get it. This is just self-titled EP. This one includes Eternal Flame, In Your Room, Something to Believe in, and Some Dreams Come True. So that's it as far as Bangles go, but I'll show you what I have as solo stuff also. This one is Susanna Hoffs' second solo album, self-titled. I didn't ever buy the first album, When You're a Boy. What I heard from that, it was just way too sugary stuff for me. It was just way too sugar coated for me. But this one is much like raw sounding. Yeah, really, really good stuff. And much later came Someday. This one has got a gatefold sleeve. Besides these, Susanna has made, I think, 3 or 4 albums with, was it Matthew Sweet? And all those are cover albums. But from what I have heard, they have recorded mostly like well-known covers of old songs like Manic Monday, sorry, Monday. Just, you know, well-known songs. So I should check more closely into their song track listing. But from what I know, those are mostly like very well-known songs. So I haven't bought any of those. None of the other members, to my knowledge, have made recordings. Debbie and Michael, to my knowledge, have never made any solo recordings. Vicky was a member of some New Orleans band. I don't recall the name, but I don't actually know did they make any recordings, but I know that they performed live a lot. And also she has, to my knowledge, has been like a substitute for Charlotte Coffey in Go-Go's. But again, to my knowledge, they didn't make any recordings. So that's it for this time. Hope you like this. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Bye.